Let's welcome in the Powerhouse panel. We've got former Nevada State GOP chairwoman and Republican strategist Amy Tarkanian is here. Political analyst Mark Halperin joining us again this morning with his local 147 Des Moines, Iowa Teamsters jacket. Mark, looking very sharp this morning. Thank you for getting dressed up for the occasion.
Thank you.
Everything okay, Mark?
Yeah, it's just a little frog in my throat here.
Are you Mark, or are you perhaps the late Jimmy Hoffa?
You can call me Biff.
Biff from Back to the Future?
No, just Biff from Iowa. Most people in Iowa go by the nickname Biff.
Okay,
Hoss,
I've been to Iowa. I love our Iowa
Biff.
viewers. I love Dubuque, Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Mason City, Ames. Clearly, you ought to give Iowa a try.
You really ought to give Iowa a try. What do you say? What do you say? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
From the music, man.
Oh, my.
Christopher Arps is also
We've
here.
We've lost our younger viewers, right?
Yeah, no, I think we've lost all viewers at this point, but I'm okay with it. How about the four of us just have a little chat with some coffee? It is a Friday. It's a free-form Friday here on Wake Up America. I do this rarely, but is there a topic, Amy, we'll start with you, that you want to address on network television this morning?
Ooh.
Check your phone. I sent you a text telling you I was going to do this.
I know. I'm so sorry. Well, you know what? I'm always told to turn my phone off.
Oh, it's true.
So,
you can pass. We can go to Chris or Mark.
I'm ready, teacher. I'm ready.
All right, go ahead, Jimmy.
There's actually big breaking news this morning. 8 conservative Democrats in the House have sent a letter to Nancy Pelosi out this morning saying that they're not going to vote for reconciliation until the infrastructure bill gets a vote in the House. That is a position squarely at odds with Pelosi. This sets up a August Friday big confrontation where Nancy Pelosi is now going to have to figure out with a 3-vote majority in the House how she deals with this, because these 8 Democrats basically have said you cannot do what you plan to do in just 10 days, which was to vote on that $3.5 trillion package. So this is very high stakes poker on a Friday in August.
That is really interesting news. The House, of course, they're on summer recess right now. We did hear earlier this. Hold on one second, Amy. I'm going to call on you in one moment.
Wait your turn, Amy.
They're going to come back maybe early from vacation, but I'm assuming these 8 are the most progressive side of the party. Is that
No, these
fair?
are the conservatives. These are the more moderate ones who say we should vote on infrastructure just like the Senate did. Vote on infrastructure standalone, which is what President Biden promised to do. You recall it. He told the Senate Republicans and Democrats that's what they do. Then he flip-flopped and said he'd veto the bill. Then infrastructure without reconciliation. Then he flipped back. So now these 8 conservative, moderate Democrats in the House are saying we have to have a vote on infrastructure. Until you give us that up or down vote, we will not vote for your 3.5 reconciliation enabling legislation. So it's a little bit of Washington gobbledygook, but the reality is this is a direct challenge from moderate Democrats to Nancy Pelosi, as we've seen with her as Speaker.
The party is falling apart. Amy, your turn, but 2022 cannot come fast enough, can it?
I like gobbledygook.
So
mine is more of a warning to Republicans.
Okay.
And I am in a state that has a Democratic trifecta, and we all know that redistricting is coming up. So yesterday I had a very odd day. First of all, I had Andrew Yang follow me on Twitter, which was nice.
That is. He's a viewer, though. He loves Wake Up.
Oh, that's wonderful. And he is smart.
Mm-hmm.
And then I jumped into a Twitter conversation, and I don't know what they're called, where you can listen in on guest speakers, and it had to do with redistricting. And so I thought, oh, this might be interesting. Let's see what's going on. And it ends up being Beto O'Rourke. And he notices that I'm on the call, and he calls me out by name. And he actually wants me to speak. Yes! I've never met the man. And thankfully, I came in towards the tail end. But I tell you what, they are dead serious. They are already putting their game plans in motion. They truly believe that the way that the voting system is set up in Texas is racist, and it is going to be stifling people
Robert Francis
to vote.
O'Rourke, right? The former congressman,
yes.
former Senate candidate, former presidential candidate. What's he a candidate for now?
I don't know.
O'Rourke.
King of redistricting in Texas. I don't know.
The motto of this story is all famous people know each other. Of course, Beto O'Rourke
Obviously.
and Andrew Yang know Amy.
Christopher Arps is with us from St. Louis. Chris, what do you got?
Republicans need to buckle down.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Probably my biggest thing is freedom is breaking out in Missouri. Columbia, Missouri, which is the home of the University of Missouri, which is a very liberal part of Missouri. Their city council voted against mask mandates. And then just the other night, Tuesday, in St. Louis County, which is very liberal, the St. Louis County Council voted against mask mandates. So I think people are rejecting masks and are not listening to Fauci. They think he's all over the map, and I'm pleased to see that.
I'm with you, Chris. I think the WHO update report is very fascinating as well. So riddle me this, and you're coming right back after the commercial break panel, but they came out with a report in February that said the COVID-19 lab leak theory this is directly from the report, highly unlikely. They came out with an updated report a day ago. They said the lab leak theory is, quote, probable. My question is, what's changed between February and now? Fascinating. Panel, we will see you again. Amy Tarkanian, Beto O'Rourke, Robert Francis O'Rourke, Jimmy Hoffa, good to see you as well. Iowa Local 147, great baseball game last night in Dubuque. Chris Arps from St. Louis, we'll see you again in just a moment. Stand by.